Okay. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. We meet again on this course, Pengembangan Wilayah Agribisnis, on the third meeting after midterm. The topic for today is about local institutional economic development in rural or in agribusiness region. As like what I have already mentioned in the previous lecture, especially about the shifting paradigm of regional development, where we now focusing on local participation, local improvement, indigenous development approach. So the principle for that new paradigm, the most important one is the empowerment and institutional development. So what is the principle of empowerment? So we consider what been mentioned by Jefferson. So we are talking about institution. Is a rules, regulation that been understood and used. Use means applied in daily life of the group of people, by the group of people. So it's commonly used rules of the game. Norma-norma yang dipakai, yang digunakan sebagai pola perilaku. Ya. So that is kelembagaan. Different with organization. Organization is a network of behavioral patterns that was organized into hierarchical forms. University is an organization because university as an organization, it has network of behavioral patterns. University have hierarchical forms. The leader, manager, director, student, lecturer, they are in the organized hierarchical pattern. But university is also an institution because within the university, there is a rule of the games. Even though it's not written, but we believe we are now in educational institution. Those who work, those who live in the university environment, they are educated people. So the other people think who are working in the university they look us different. We are living in different institutions. Those who lives in the specific rule of the games, specific regulation, specific norm within the university as an institution or educational institution. Okay, so that difference between institution and organization. We have to know that is the most important understanding for the new paradigm of development. So there is an interaction between institution and organization. The most important theory in studying institution and organization within a society is cultural ecology theory. So what is the main point of this cultural ecology theory? Society have their own pattern of communication, interaction, behavior, and everything. But this socio-cultural pattern within the community are related with the physical change of the environment. Those who live in the coastal area, the fishermen, they have their own social cultural because they live with specific environment, coastal. People who live in the mountainous area are not the same with the people who live in the coastal area. in terms of social and cultural of the community, because the pattern of social cultural within that community are related with the physical condition within their area. So you see the relationship between environment and the social cultural of the community. That what we call it cultural ecology perspective. So that's if we are going to talk about uh, agribusiness in the coastal area, agribusiness in the lowland area, the main is paddy. Agribusiness in the upland area, the main is forest and also the other kind of tree crop like rubber or the other. They have different patterns of social cultural system. So this concept lead us to two perspectives. The effectiveness of an organization is depend on the institutional framework that support it. So the organization within the coastal community cannot be similar like organization in the upland community. The hierarchical pattern possibly different. So because institutional framework that support that community are different. Organization, second principle, organization will always exist when they are accepted and useful to the community. What is the second perspective means? There is a meaning of acceptation and usefulness of the community. Means this only one's organization can be run well if the member of organization see what are the benefits of that organization. What if I join? What happened if I didn't join? So that's the rationality perspective, the externality thinking about that organization. We will look at that principle. The principle of rationality and authority. And we are going to organize or to make institutional development in the society. So let's see what happened in the rural area now in Indonesia. Most or in general, they've been affected by market economic system. So we cannot see anymore. Yeah, it's difficult to see anymore where the rural community can live without market system, only isolated people. But now we are already in the open market economic system. So what been seen by researcher, morality in traditional level gradually come to be empowered by rationality. So market economic system endorse rational perspective thinking because, for instance, there is a trade system using money. There is the value. Products being valued. So gradually the rational. How much I would like I have to produce rice if I want to get chicken? How much I would like to produce chicken if I want to buy rice? So that's rational thinking. Tradition, not just I just want to take over chains and everything. No, there is a value. Rice been valued, chicken been valued. So the institutional rule are gradually comes to the traditional system, right? The second is authority principle. Whenever we are going to develop the institution, there is a need of transferring something. not just, for instance, if you want to help rural people to do better agribusiness of paddy by improving their irrigation structure, infrastructure. If government just develop the structure and then let it farmer use that, what happened with that irrigation infrastructure? They will just let it not maintained well, because there is no transfer of power, transfer of ability to society. In the beginning, they never been involved, tidak pernah dilibatkan dalam perencanaan membuat bendung, tidak pernah dilibatkan dalam bagaimana ikut membangun, merancang, dan sebagainya. Setelah irigasi selesai untuk meningkatkan ekonomi beras di sana, masyarakat tidak tahu lagi bagaimana memelihara irigasi tersebut. Dalam beberapa tahun irigasi rusak, dibiarkan begitu saja. Karena tidak ada transfer of power, transfer of ability. Harusnya proses pembangunan yang bersifat memberdayakan harus dimulai dengan proses yang menstimulating, mengencourage, memotivasi mereka untuk terlibat di dalamnya. Bisa memilih, bisa menentukan. Prinsip empowerment tidak hanya berkarakter berciri rasional, juga harus berciri penyerahan atau pemberian kewenangan kepada masyarakat. Ini salah satu contoh. This is the